The penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Run. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago when they went over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 50 at Stafford. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The Eagles at 3-11 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right
there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. From the 50, Stafford. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that'll
fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's like,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
and you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurry! Pistol.
To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Stafford on first down.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, we're 33.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard. A gain of 6. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
This is fielded at the 27.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 27. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run for it with Akers.
Nice little juke. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Going right back to Akers.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here we go.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He's
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Stafford going to throw it. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mayfield to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing here, Stafford. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to